It's my joy to greet the conference, to say hello to you. I'm really sorry this year that I'm not going to make it this year, but the travel restrictions are just too cumbersome to be able to manage with all the quarantines that we'd need going there and coming back. But I'd love just to give you an update of what's happened since last year. We've been busy. Obviously, when we got back, we launched into Christmas, and the outreaches that we were doing continued, and our young folk were starting to build and to grow with our team that was here. I'm actually in the meeting place, which is our youth center, and so it's been a good place to be. And I'm just recording this just to give you guys an update and to ask you to pray for us as we continue. Lockdown did cause quite a shutdown of all of our activities. And Eric and Megan decided it was the best time to come back and to spend some time back in the States. And so they've been doing that. And I'm trusting they'll be with you at this conference, and appreciate their support and help. But just as we come, our ministries are still developing. Our local church is holding together. We've been doing everything online. We have online church. We've been doing Bible studies in the week. And we've only just started relatively recently meeting again on a Sunday afternoon for prayer and fellowship at the church. And so a small number of those of us are wanting to do that. And so they're back doing that. And then we have also got prayer in the mornings a couple times through the week. But the main thing is we've kept connected. It's been amazing that not only have we kept connected with the local church, but it's given us opportunity to expand and to expand right into the community even more. We were very active with a lot of support and help in our community. During lockdown, many people couldn't get out, so we did a lot of shopping trips. We did prescriptions. We helped with the food bank. The food bank were obviously very, very busy, where the people would normally come to the center to get their food. We were actually providing with a team of volunteers, with Eric, our main man, doing volunteer work for delivering the food for the food bank clients. And so it was really a profitable time. And we got known in the town, and we had some other community agents that have been helping people in difficulty, and they'd asked us for all sorts of things. We've been doing dog walking. We've been doing all sorts of fixes and pick up things, and we've taken corona tests to the doctors. And it's been a time to really reach out and to be active for God. Not only that, all of our broadcasts have just been recorded and passed around. And our normal Sunday morning, we'd have probably 45 folk in the church, sharing and ministering in one place. Well, the count on average with our online church, by the time it'd been on Facebook, by the time people had watched it over and over, and it was on YouTube, we were probably having 250 people clock in and register as watching our broadcast. So I believe that's been great. We've had 4 conversions, 4 people contact us and say that from our messaging, they weren't local, but there are people that we're keeping connected with and encouraging them in their faith. So pray for us on that as we continue to disciple folk, maybe at a longer distance. Obviously, all my travel has been curtailed. I've cancelled 3 or 4 trips this year, where I would have been into Bulgaria, Romania, and trying to get into Hungary. And I was planning, and still planning, to get into Czech Republic and also into the Ukraine. But all those trips had to be postponed, as much as my trip to the States has as well. So with that shutdown, we've been trying to broadcast, and I've been doing more work online with our fellowships in India and also in Pakistan and Uganda. Uganda are taking up a lot of our studies and been connecting with us. And so we've been setting up online Bible studies for them. And so we're so grateful. But as we come now and we look forward to the new year, I want to develop that into a Bible school and to be able to broadcast that and to continue our broadcasting. Our help in Pakistan is our biggest burden at the moment. They've got a lot of opportunity. Obviously, when we have crises, their crises are worse in the situations of poverty, where the people aren't cared for, the ones that they minister to aren't seen as worth even bothering with. And so, of course, they get no support or help. So, as we're helping them, if you're able to help us in any way. Now, I've been finding with the money I've been working, I've been having to do a paid job. I'm doing delivery work. For 8 or 9 weeks now, I've been working full-time. And I've just, in the last couple of weeks, I've cut back to 3 days a week working. I do parcels during the daytime, house to house, like Amazon and those sort of things. But then in the evenings, I've been doing takeaway deliveries to China, from a Chinese shop, and delivering homes for that. But God's been blessing us. I believe the gift of the jobs were God's provision for us. So we'll see how this continues and develops, but we're needing your support and prayers mostly as we continue. And as we develop the team with Eric and Megan, we're going to continue to grow that. We still have a load of contact with those young folk, and hopefully when they get back, they'll be able to pick it up. We've been doing an outreach where we've been opening up to our area has been identified as being poverty deprived, and so much so that there are a fear that many of the children here are not having food as they need to. So they've been provided, we've been provided with food, and we're opening up a centre. We've had 16 under 12s, and we had about half a dozen over 12s coming in regularly for food to be fed, and then taking some food home with them as well to their families. But thank you for your prayers. I continue to pray for us, and Sharon sends her love, and we will catch up again. But thanks for Eric and Megan being there. Stan and Sarah couldn't make it neither. So we're being grounded, but we're here connected by this video. So I trust that what we share will be a blessing to you. But to pray for us, for Gospel Tabernacle Ministries, as we continue into Europe, into Pakistan, into Uganda, and even we're continuing in India as well. So Lord bless you. And just